Okay, so for all of you just joining us, this is a pursuit that our good friend PubScan LA on Twitter told us about when we were over doing our LAX coverage. There's a protest going on around the surface streets there of the LAX airport. And once we pulled off of that coverage, we came here thinking that the pursuit was going to be over by then because it had been going on for quite some time already. The Ontario police ship was overhead. We found the chase, and the vehicle looks like a Jeep, dark in color, dark tinted windows. And at the time, it wasn't clear to me who was in pursuit, but now that we have a slightly tighter shot, I can see that Claremont Police was the primary, and then Upland Police is now assisting, but we're actually in Pomona, so I would venture to say Pomona police officers are probably going to end up helping with traffic control and not the actual chase on this one. The want is unknown to us at this time. Our assignment desk did make some calls to those respective police departments, but understandably, they're very busy, so they weren't able to give us any more information. But I can tell you that it's at least, of course, a failure to yield and reckless driving, because we witnessed that. Other than that, it is unclear what the original want may have been. It's unknown how many people may be in the car, and it's also unknown if the driver is a man or a woman. But the car, again, is a Jeep-style vehicle with a bike rack in the back, bike hanging from the rear. And this looks like it was a chase that went on for quite some time, but when we were overhead, it was at least 30 minutes worth of pursuit that we were able to catch. And where we're at is Town Avenue at Bonita in Pomona. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries. No, it's fine now, because before it was only a problem because the pursuit was behind us, but now that it's in front of us, it's fine. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no worries. Yes. Thank you to everyone who reached out to me on X and let me know that the front passenger tire is actually basically down to the rim. I couldn't see it from the side we were on, so I'm sure that was affecting his ability to drive and is likely why he lost control. I know Jose told me that, so thanks Jose, as well as Hex. You both were on it on that one. Couldn't see that side, so thank you. So we do have the NBC4 News at 7 o'clock coming up here in the next 10 minutes with the Colleen Williams. So we hope you can tune in for that. If you're in the LA area, it's Channel 4, but you can also find us on NBCLA.com. And of course, you can always download our app, because then you'll get updates when we get crazy chases like this or any other breaking news. But for now, nothing has really changed here in the last few minutes. Once this guy lost control and got stuck there in the center island and was surrounded by all these officers, there really has been no movement. They are pointing their flashlights directly at the driver window there. And the reason they do that is they essentially want to blind him so that he can't see out, and hopefully they can see in. But we really haven't seen any movement. He hasn't brought his window down, hasn't tried to open his door, or try to move the vehicle in any way. So at this point, it's unclear what his condition may be. But officers continue to make call-outs here to try to bring this person out of the car. So town is going to be shut down between Bonita and Harrison. Okay. So if you're in the Pomona area and you're wondering how this is going to affect you, so Town Avenue is shut down between Bonita and Harrison, both sides for this, while they try to take this guy into custody. Hey, studio, I gotcha. Mike Level for News Chopper 4. We're in Pomona over the end of a pursuit involving... Hey, copy that, 5 out. And once again, for everyone watching us, thank you very much for your viewership. We are getting ready for the NBC4 News at 7 o'clock. So if you're in the LA area, that's Channel 4. NBCLA.com on the web. And I do see a Bearcat is arriving on scene. So this is turning into a standoff SWAT situation. So what they'll do is they'll bring that Bearcat and then they'll replace one of the squad cars with it and try to box this guy in. And these situations can be unpredictable. They can, be resolved within minutes or they can be resolved within hours. But sooner or later they get resolved, especially when this guy is in a vehicle that's not drivable. Okay, here's the Bearcat moving in. So they're going to try to move this unit, I think. Yeah, that was I think that was one of the upland police units. They're going to move him out of the way. And they'll bring in the Bearcat. Three minutes, George, to the top. Copy that, too, out. Copy that, 90 out. Colleen, officers from the Claremont Police Department repeatedly tried to pit this guy to bring things to an end, but somehow he kept being able to drive himself out of it. But eventually, he just lost control. He spun out on his own and ended up stuck here on the Center Island for Town Avenue at Bonita here in the city of Pomona. But this is still not over because this guy is still in the vehicle, refusing to come out. So because of that, it has become a standoff situation where you now see a Bearcat that has positioned itself behind the vehicle, guaranteeing that it's not going to go anywhere, and they're going to try to negotiate with this person and try to get him out of the vehicle. At this point, it's unclear why police officers were in pursuit to begin with, but it is, of course, at least a failure to yield and reckless driving, a pursuit that made its way through multiple cities: Claremont, Ontario, Upland, and finally here in Pomona, where again, the guy is still not in custody. That's latest here from Pomona in News Chopper 4. I'm Eliana Moreno. Colleen, let's send it back down to you. This is the biggest street that's going to be shut down, Colleen, and because it is such a wide street, it looks like it's mostly just going to be Town Avenue between Bonita and Harrison here in the city of Pomona. Thanks, guys. Alrighty, George, we're good to land for fuel at Brackett. Let's land at Brackett for fuel. Yeah. Thank you to everyone who watched us online. We, of course, thank you for your viewership. We're actually in need of fuel, so we're going to land for fuel at Brackett. There is another pursuit, though. Our good friend Pubscan just told me about it. CHP is also in pursuit, so we're going to try to be really quick about this fuel and come back up. And if that pursuit is still going on, we'll bring it to you live. But for now, from News Chopper 4, I'm Eliana Moreno, alongside my pilot, George. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon.